don't know.
Yeah, celebrities spin out sometimes
Bro,
in those later years.
like fucking Amanda Bynes.
No, like in the later years. She's not even old enough.
But the shit with Amanda
She
Bynes
spun
is crazy.
out way
dude.
early.
Yeah,
either way.
well, yeah, she did spin out.
Have you seen her podcast? She did a fucking
I've seen
podcast.
her podcast, dude.
What'd you think?
It sucked.
No, it was dog shit.
It was
but, like,
weird.
dude, that shit not creepy, bro? What
I
the
was like, which one's Amanda Bynes? That took me forever.
for real?
Yeah, I was like, which ones? None of them look like her.
Well, she had like a surgery, I think, on her eyes. So her eyes are like, she said like the skin flaps or some shit. But she's like bug-eyed like all the time now.
I
dude.
don't know. And you said that gay dude on there like killed the dog or some shit.
Yeah, her co-host.
Which I don't know if I believe all the way.
I mean, no, I haven't seen any like proof, but she had a co-host on there who kind of led the podcast on Amanda Bynes' podcast, and allegedly he sacrificed his ex-roommate's dog to a blood moon in honor of Satan.
There's some crazy shit that
That
goes on in
sounds made up.
Hollywood.
I mean, it does.
That
sound
does
right.
sound
It
made up.
sounds
I don't
crazy,
believe that.
but then
But
like
out in LA, dude.
I don't know, bro. I think there's some shit that's like pretty far out that we think is far out, but like actually happens. I could see that shit as being one of them, bro.
I think that
No, I think that's true
that
for sure,
shit
dude.
definitely does. I think
Not that
that
specifically
shit
happened.
does exist. But I feel like honestly, if you really just like pulled the curtain back and saw everything, like you would see some fucked up shit, but it wouldn't be like as crazy as like the craziest conspiracy theory.
What do you think? Is
Do you know what I'm saying?
Conspiracy theory?
Yeah,
Like the shit
what's the
where
cra-
just
yeah,
like
what's the
every
gauge?
star in Hollywood is making sacrifices to Satan and shit. I feel like if like all truth was revealed, like some of them would be, but
Most
most
making
of them,
sacrifices
like
to-
I wouldn't
most
say
of
all
them
of
would
them,
be
no.
like nah. Most, I would say most,
or if any, who
most,
knows,
like
dude?
yeah, if any.
But I do think
It
that
could just not be fucking true too.
it could just not be fucking true. But I do think that there are people who believe that shit, dude. And if you think about someone who's moved out to LA, and most people who live in LA aren't from LA. They're like people from like smaller places who are like, fuck it, I want to be this or that, and I have to go to LA. If they think that's true and they're already like living as fucking degenerates in LA, they might get into Satan shit, dude. And might sacrifice their roommate's dog to a blood moon, dude, when she goes out of
Dude.
town.
I think just Satan's just kind of in right now. That's where it all goes.
Heating
Sa-
up,
yeah,
bro.
Satan's
Yeah, I
in.
think
You
it's
know,
like
a good year for
you
him.
got like Doja Cat and
It's a
Playboy
trend to
Cardi
be like that.
and Lil Uzi.
Lil
so-
Nas.
See, because it's
Yeah.
a trend to be like that, makes me almost think it's not real more.
Yeah, that's what makes me think it's a not
Like if
real
everyone was
even,
like, if every celebrity was
it
like,
was
"Whoa,
actually
like
s-
Satan, like no way, like
no, if it was actually something sacred.
oh, they're like 666.
Yeah, I feel like that's what makes it like such.
That's
a
what makes me
fucking-
think it's not real.
Yeah, dude, it's like it's Marilyn Manson, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like nobody was tripping and thinking Marilyn Manson was actually making sacrifices and shit when he was doing it. It was just part of the act.
Well, yeah, people thought that somehow that was appealing to some people, and
No, yeah,
He became
no, I
famous.
get it. I get it. I get being a young kid and thinking like the Satan shit's cool.
yeah,
Like,
especially
see,
if your parents are like make
yeah.
you go to church every
Yeah,
Sunday.
dude,
You're like,
no,
I fucking hate
No,
my
I get
parents.
it,
Like,
dude. It's
they grounded you last weekend for fucking ripping your.
like
ripping your
honestly,
elf
bro.
bar.
It's kind of just silly shit. Like it's not.
I
even-
don't think this signing your shit over to Satan in Hollywood is real, dude.
Yeah,
If we're
dude.
being real about it.
Like
I think
parents.
that's not actually a real thing, dude.
If your kid loves Playboy Cardi and that's caused him to worship the devil as well,
And you kind of have to believe.
it's just a phase.
Like, what other sector of business other than Hollywood does Satan have an active role in? Like, do people think that like Jews sacrifice
dude.
themselves over to Satan?
The aerospace industry.
I think
Oh,
there's some
the
crazy
aerospace
shit going on.
Well,
industry?
no, dude.
the
All right,
Jews.
here. We won't spend a lot of time on this because it's
Why
kind
not,
of
man?
it's a side rail because I don't know that much about it. But there are a bunch of links to NASA and the Church of Satan.
That sounds kind of familiar.
Like some
dude.
of the
Like, I've heard something
leading
like that.
physicists in like aerospace technology throughout history are like satanic worshipers.
Maybe
I
they've seen
feel like
some
I've
shit.
seen something like that.
That shit. See, bro, it's the stuff like that though.
But
that
I don't
almost
have any
gives
I don't
the.
know any facts off Rip. To
Yeah, I
support
don't know
that,
any
dude.
facts
Like,
off Rift to support that either, but that is something I've seen on the
Somebody
internet.
did say that one time.
Someone did say that one time though.
So